What if I told you that the best time to buy lake property on Smith Lake isn't summer, it's fall? Most buyers wait for warm weather, sunshine, and boats on the water. But while they're focused on this season's fun, smart buyers are making strategic moves in the fall. And they're getting better deals, clearer insight, and less competition. So why does fall give you more leverage as a buyer? How can the lake's water levels in October reveal the truth about a home's waterfront access year-round? And why are sellers more likely to negotiate in September rather than July? If you've ever dreamed of owning a place on Smith Lake, whether it's for weekends, retirement, or investment, this might be your moment. Stick around because in this video, I'll show you exactly why fall is the best kept secret in the Smith Lake real estate market and how you can take advantage of it. In the summer, Smith Lake is buzzing with activity. Boats on the water, families on vacation, and buyers flooding the market. It's exciting, but it also means crowded open houses, faster moving listings, and the pressure of competing with multiple offers. By the time fall arrives, that frenzy has cooled down, and the shift creates an advantage for anyone who's still in the game. Here's why. With fewer buyers actively searching, you're no longer battling bidding wars. Instead, you have the space to negotiate, think strategically, and make offers without feeling rushed. Sellers who listed during the summer but didn't land a buyer are often more motivated in the fall, meaning they're more open to conversations about price, closing costs, or even upgrades. This doesn't just give you better odds of getting the home that you want, it gives you leverage. You're in a position to ask questions, request inspections, and move at a pace that works for you. Think of it this way. In the summer, the market feels like an auction. In the fall, it feels like a conversation. And in real estate, the side with more time and less pressure usually wins. So while others have already packed away their lake dreams for the season, fall buyers are quietly making the smartest moves. Here's a little insider truth. Fall often brings out the most motivated sellers. Why? Because carrying a property into the winter isn't always appealing. Extra months of utility costs, maintenance, and uncertainty can weigh on homeowners. For sellers who listed in the summer but didn't find a buyer, the fall season feels like a deadline, and deadlines create opportunity. Many sellers would rather strike a deal now than wait through the slow months of winter. That urgency often translates into price reductions, quicker responses to offers, or a willingness to negotiate extra things like furnishings and dock equipment or repair credits. As a buyer, this puts you in an incredible position. You're not just shopping, you're problem solving for someone who wants to close a chapter before the holidays roll around. That kind of timing can save you thousands, or at the very least, make the process smooth and more flexible. Bottom line, fall doesn't just open the door to buying a property, it opens the door to buying smarter, because when sellers are motivated, buyers who are ready can land their dream lake home with a better deal than they'd ever get in peak season. Smith Lake isn't just a place to own property, it's an experience. And in the fall, the experience transforms. The summer crowds fade, leaving the lake calm and peaceful. The mornings feel crisp and the afternoons glow with golden light. And the shoreline bursts into color as the trees trade green for red and orange and yellow. For buyers, this season offers more than a financial advantage. It offers perspective. Touring properties in the fall allows you to imagine what life feels like when the lake is quiet and reflective. Picture sipping coffee on the porch as mist rises from the water, or taking an afternoon boat ride without the summer traffic. It's a slower pace, and it lets you see the lake in its most natural state. The short days also make sunsets feel like an event. Orange skies melting into the water with silence all around except for the occasional splash of a fish. Without the noise and activity of summer, you can focus on the home itself, the views, the access, and the lifestyle it offers. Simply put, fall shows Smith Lake at its most authentic. And for many buyers, that's when they realize they're not just purchasing a home, they're investing in a lifestyle that feels both peaceful and alive. One of the most overlooked advantages of buying on Smith Lake in the fall is water levels. Smith Lake is what we call a storage lake. Water levels rise in the spring and summer, then drop in the fall and winter to make room for seasonal rains. This process, managed by Alabama Power with oversight from federal agencies, ensures flood control and water management across the region. Why does this matter to buyers? Because fall is when the lake sits at its lowest levels. Shopping now means you see the shoreline at its most honest. If a home claims to have year-round water, fall is when you can confirm it. You'll know exactly what the dock looks like in the off-season and whether boating or swimming will truly be possible all year. In the spring, when the lake is full and sparkling, it's easy to fall in love with a view, but that can hide the reality of seasonal water access. Touring in the fall gives you the full picture and the confidence that your investment matches your lifestyle goal. At the end of the day, fall buying isn't just about a good deal. It's about clarity, and clarity is what leads to confident, long-term satisfaction with your lake property. Beyond pricing and water levels, fall brings a handful of practical perks that make the buying process smoother. For one, schedules tend to open up. Real estate agents, inspectors, and contractors who were swamped in the summer now have more availability, which means faster appointments and quicker answers to your questions. You'll also get a clearer view of the property itself. With leaves off the trees and landscaping winding down, you can better see lot lines, terrain, and how the home truly sits on the land. Even lake access points, driveways, and pathways become easier to evaluate. Another underrated perk: buying in the fall or winter gives you months to prepare your new home before peak season. You'll have the time to furnish, decorate, or make improvements at a comfortable pace, so when spring and summer arrive, you're not rushing around. Instead, you get to step straight into the fun: boating, swimming, entertaining, and making memories from day one. All of this adds up to efficiency and peace of mind. Fall buyers gain not only better deals, but also a smoother transition into full lake living. If you've been thinking about owning a place on Smith Lake, whether it's a weekend getaway, a retirement retreat, or an investment, this is your moment. Fall gives you a rare window of clarity, savings, and opportunity that simply doesn't exist in the summer frenzy. So don't wait until next year and chase your dreams. Start exploring today and step into spring already prepared to enjoy everything that Smith Lake has to offer. And before you go, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and download my free Smith Lake Fall Guide in the description below.